Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Just be comfortable. Okay, so the last time we spoke, the last time you saw me, I didn't look like this. I looked and felt more alive than I do currently. I was excited for the Great Indoor Picnic. It was Endometriosis Awareness Month, so this was March. It's currently we're like heading towards May, so it's the end of April. And a lot has been going on. This is not where I usually film, for those of you who've noticed. I did say that I'll be just going around the house trying to find the best place with lighting and so you can hear me. I'm home alone, so I've just been trying to find my way and seeing what's gonna work. But I didn't come here for the usual content, the usual chit chat, the tips and the advice that I give. This is not that kind of video. Yeah. So it is currently the 25th of April. It's a Friday. And it's been close to 2 months where I have been in hell. I've just been experiencing several stages of hell. Physically, I have not been well. I think let's just backtrack to March. And as much as I was excited for Endometriosis Awareness Month, excited to create content and within that theme, just to be that girl, I wasn't able to do that because emotionally, I think I didn't realize how much of a toll the month would have on me. I mean, it's one thing to celebrate the essence of the month, awareness. We are creating awareness. We are celebrating fellow Endo warriors, all of that fun stuff. But the more webinars I attended, the more conversations I had, the more triggered I got. For those of you who don't know this, you need to watch previous videos here and reacquaint yourself or acquaint yourself with what's been going on. But I am in prior to 2 months ago, I have been in a much better place than I was like 2 years ago, very close to my diagnosis. Physically, I haven't been experiencing flares at the degree in which I used to. I haven't had to be very strict with my diet. Like, I was doing well. I was really, really, really doing well. Everything that I experienced in terms of endo symptoms was quite minimal. It was manageable compared to back then where my gynae was talking about surgery. I was constantly taking medication, constantly on pain medication. I was on Vizan. So on a bunch of things. So I was okay. So I got triggered during Endometriosis Awareness Month because of what was being said, I went to the Great Endo Picnic, which was great. I owe you guys the vlog, but I just haven't had the capacity to put it out, to edit it, to just create it because, like I said, I've been going through it, but we'll get there. So I went to the Great Endo Picnic. It was amazing. It was like the cherry on top for the Endometriosis Awareness Month vibe that I was in. But I got triggered. I think it was a series of things which were like building up, and then I just got triggered to the max from the picnic because of what was being said, the realities that other women are facing. And I was like, wow. I think something dawned on me. Something was just like, I was like, wow, this is a lifetime thing. This is a final, like, there's no cure for this thing. It's here. And I had known that. My gynae told me that, research tells me that. But I was like, okay. Until you hear women who are much older than you talk about how they've been living with this condition, how it has prevented them from having children, from having a good quality of life, and. So I was just like, okay. And during March, I wasn't really feeling 100%, I was experiencing a lot of nausea, more frequently than usual, back pain here and there. I was anticipating my period. My hormones were just doing a lot. So I was just like, this sucks. This is just not fun. And if this is a lifetime thing, like I've known, but sometimes reality, the truth just becomes more in your face when you are listening to certain people or when you come face to face with certain situations. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing I got triggered. And they did say, a lot of people have said that when you're celebrating these awareness months and you're trying to raise awareness, I mean, this is what the channel is about. On my Instagram and my stories, it was just me and endometriosis awareness content, just posting away, resharing, liking, all of that. But I was actively engaging with the content. So actively every single day, I'm consuming this knowledge. And I consume the knowledge generally for my own well-being, so I can live a better life, and so I can come to this channel and tell you guys substantial things, serious things, real things. So it was just more than usual, and so I think that was a lot for me. I got triggered, got overwhelmed. I think I was a bit too overstimulated come the end of March, and so I went into April this month feeling a lot. March did start off a lot for me. That's why, like I told you guys, I wasn't able to, I had a schedule for the content I was planning on putting out. And then March was also a lot physically on me and also emotionally. And so I think, so hence me not being able to produce content like the way I had planned things out. And then April came and I just got worse. The emotions through the roof. Physically, I was in the trenches. I've been in the trenches since like the beginning of March. I have been experiencing a lot of nausea every single day. Prior to March, I'd only experienced nausea before my period, so maybe a week before my period, 2 weeks before my period, hence me really advocating for ginger tea, turmeric tea, etc. So now I've been really reliant on these teas. And one thing about my bladder is if I drink tea or water before I sleep, I'll be getting up throughout the night. It's me in that bathroom peeing. It's not fun. Disturbs your quality of sleep. So I haven't been sleeping well because not only am I peeing a lot, I'm constantly nauseous. Guys, when I say nauseous, every single day I wake up with nausea. Maybe like 1 or 2 hours in the day, I am okay. And okay, by okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean maybe a 5 out of 10, you know? I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I don't even have the capacity to edit it. I'm just gonna post it as it is, so please just bear with me. I am going through it. So it's been a lot of nausea. And then it's been back pain. Yesterday my back hurt so much. I've just felt like ripping my spine out and throwing it out because I just couldn't do it. My mom tried rubbing it, but the thing with the back is you can massage it, you can rub it, the pain will go away, but it's gonna come back. And it did. I have been bloated. I think the biggest issue has been the nausea and feeling bloated, which has coincided with constipation. Guys, I'm not someone who experiences constipation. Rarely does it happen, unless if like my stomach is not, I have a sensitive stomach, so if I eat hot food, yes, my body will react, my stomach will react. But there has never been a time where but there's never been a time where if I eat white bread, I'm gonna be constipated, or if I drink something, I'm gonna be constipated. That has never been my life. So you can imagine the shock that I'm experiencing currently because my body has just turned on me. My hormones are just going crazy. They want me dead. And it's been hard because nausea is one thing. Nausea is really painful. I have a friend who's been experiencing nausea, but not at the rate at which I do. And she says it's hell. I have another friend who has experienced nausea. She said for that short amount of time, it was hell. I've been experiencing nausea every waking day. My ginger tea has run out. Usually it would last me months because I drink it maybe like I say towards my period. So maybe 3 tea bags a month. Now it's possibly 2 tea bags a day. And I've been trying to find more ways of dealing with the nausea. My sleeping positions have changed because I don't want to trigger the nausea or make it worse. I'm also now thinking a lot about what I eat because I don't want to aggravate the nausea, you know? But every day it's something. Nausea, 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 nausea. Then it's being bloated. Like I said, I've never been that girl. So it's just been hard. It's been very difficult. My body doesn't feel like it's my own. I am really struggling. I'm going through it. I don't have the capacity for anything. I've been away from you guys. I haven't created a video in more than a month because I'm not okay. I couldn't bring myself to come and speak to you guys and say what. I just don't have the energy. My saving grace has been working from home. I work from home 3 days a week. Thank God. Even today, I felt nauseous. I had a stomach ache, but I was home. Thank the Lord, because if not, I was talking to my partner and he was like, you're so lucky you don't have to go to work. This was last night. He was like, you're so lucky you don't have to go. Oh, it was this morning, very early on in the morning. He was like, you're lucky you don't have to go to work today. Because I just didn't have the capacity, I didn't have the energy, I don't have the strength. Guys, I don't know what to say to better encapsulate my feelings, to better describe this experience, but it's a lot. So with the nausea, like I said, it's been the ginger tea. I've been trying with water, but also sometimes water makes me feel worse, so I haven't been drinking as much water as I usually do. Then the bloating, constipation, all of that stuff, it's been me and the chia seeds. And I think I spoke about chia seeds in a previous video, an early video. It's like an endo essential. Chia seeds really promote bowel movement, and so I'd have them sometimes just for health purposes, just to boost my immune system and make sure that everything in my digestive system is working well. There has never been a time when I've had to take them as a remedy for constipation or bloating. Now I have to eat them for dinner. I take chia seeds with everything, breakfast wise. So Weet-Bix, jungle oats, soft porridge, anything that's like in semi-liquid form for breakfast, they're in there. And it is hell because they don't seem to be doing much, so the constipation isn't as bad, but it's there. It's lingering at the back of my head. It's like system-wise, functionality-wise, if that's even a word, I'm not the way I was before. So I'd go to the bathroom regularly. I'd be good now. And then, so physically, I haven't been in a good place. It has prevented me or hindered me from really showing up for my friends, the people in my life. I don't have the capacity, I don't have the strength to speak, to be on the phone, to text, to go out, to see people. The last time I was out was the beginning of April. It was like one of my friends had a birthday thing. So we had a birthday lunch, her and I. It was cute. But prior to that, I don't think I was doing a lot of moving around. And I'm a person who likes to go out. I don't have the capacity. There's a dump that I posted on Instagram because I like to post those from time to time. It took me a month, almost 2 months, to post it. Because I was like, now the pictures, now I have to find them from different folders. I'm not in the right space. I don't know the number of times I have broken down crying because I'm not okay. I don't know if this lighting is doing me justice, but hey. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know the number of times I have broken down crying. I've been an emotional wreck simply because it's been a lot, guys. I'm a feeler. I'm a very emotional person, so I feel my way through everything. I feel my way through life. And if there's anything that's bothering me, if I'm happy, if I'm overwhelmed, if I'm overstimulated, if I'm frustrated, if I'm tired, most times if it's like really bad emotions, I cry. The thing with having a chronic illness is physically you are always in hell. You are fighting for your life every single day. And so that is quite detrimental to your mental health. It will put you down under emotionally. And so, especially when you don't know what's going on, the whole endo thing, okay, fine, I know how to move around it. Sometimes I don't, but I know for the most part. Now with these things popping up, coming out of nowhere, I haven't known what to do. And especially because I'm that type of person who provides solutions to others. I will I will talk about some lady at work also experiences bloating. And then so I suggested cloves. I've also been on the clove tip where I put them in like warm water, keep them submerged in the water, let them sit for a while until the water changes color, then I'll drink the water to help with constipation and bloating. I've been suggesting that to her. So I've always had a solution for most things. Like if it's nausea, it's ginger tea. If it's cramps, painkillers, a hot water bottle. Like, you know, I'm that remedy girl. Like I've just been doing a lot of research and just been very observant in this endo journey of mine, to the point where I just don't like sitting and suffering. I like being proactive about the process. So when I'm not able to be proactive about the process, when I'm not able to find a solution, when I'm not able to help myself, oh my god, it's a lot. I feel like a sitting duck. I feel so helpless. And a chronic illness is synonymous with helplessness. You sometimes won't be able to help yourself, and you are reliant on medication, which sucks. But then when you are like not reliant on anything because you don't know what's triggering this and what's causing that, it becomes a whole other thing. I am not okay. Yes, the crying. So I've just been crying a lot. I had a mental and emotional breakdown the other day. I was talking to, oh yeah, I got into my sister's room and I was holding a cup of ginger tea. I just taken a bath. I think baths have also been my saving grace. I love a warm bath. I think baths solve a lot. Sometimes I've just like I just sit there. Lately I've just been sitting there, like I said, working from home helps because I have more time to do these things. So like during my lunch break or whatever, whenever I find time, even at the end of the day, take my bath, just lay in the water, just lie there, put on a nice playlist and breathe. Because part of this whole experience has been me just holding my breath the entire time. I forget to breathe. I forget to exhale. I like to regulate my breathing often. I haven't had the chance to do that because it's just been one thing after the other. So I've been just getting into my bathtub, breathing, and reminding myself that I've been through so much more. I don't know if I don't like to make comparisons and say, okay, 2 years ago I was worse than this, blah, 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 because it's a different situation, it's a different circumstance. I'm a different person, I'm older now, I know more, my body's in a different state, you know. But I like to remind myself that we've been through something like this, we'll be fine. I like to bring myself back towards myself, center myself, say a prayer, do some breathing, do something. So I take my bath, I go to my sister's room, I'm holding my ginger tea in my hand, my cup, and she looks at me and she's like, I'm so sorry you're going through all of this. Guys, when I tell you I burst out in tears, I started crying. There's a lot of people outside, so please bear with me. I'm trying to ignore the noise on top of everything, so just act like you can't hear the people. Focus on me. I started crying. I started bawling my eyes out because I'd been holding it in for so long, you know. Because also work has been very stressful. I haven't gotten my period for some time, so I think because my hormones are all over the place, it has prevented me from getting my period. And this isn't something that doesn't happen. I don't have a regular cycle, so there have been months when I've skipped my cycle, my period. There have been months when I didn't get my period, or it doesn't come on the exact same day. So this is not new, but this is the longest I've gone without my period and consistently experiencing premenstrual symptoms like the backache, the nausea, the cramping, um, the fatigue, you know what I mean? So she's just like, I've seen you over the past couple of weeks and you haven't been okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to constantly drink this tea when you don't want to. I'm sorry. She said how even the way I carry my body, it's like I'm lagging around a lifeless body, guys. I have to drag myself to my bedroom, drag myself to work. I'm constantly dragging myself. It's just been a very difficult time for me. So she was like, I'm sorry. And I think that triggered me to start crying. I think that was my first emotional breakdown. The other day, excuse me, I'm talking to my best friend and we're just doing like a catch up thing over the phone or via text. And she's like to me, how are you? And I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I started telling her what I'm going through. I'm telling her about the nausea. I'm telling her then it's plays, it's this, it's that. And she was like, wow, that is a lot. I started crying. Because also when you tell people, they affirm your experience. They affirm what you're going through. And it just makes you feel like, finally, someone gets it. But also, yes, it hurts. So it's a thank you for getting it. But actually, yeah. Last night was where I drew the line. I was in bed talking to one of my other friends. She lives in a different province. And I'm talking to her, and I had told her, I think 2 days before, that I haven't been okay. And she was checking up on me late at night, around 10. And she's like, how are you? And I'm like, no. Also, I'm proud of myself because part of being on this journey has been about being vulnerable and open with the people in my life. So back then, like 4 years ago, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have kept quiet. I would have disappeared. I would have been off the radar. People would have wondered where I am, but I wouldn't have been as open and vulnerable. So now every time anyone asks me how I am, I'll give you an honest answer. Or I'll reach out and be like, hey, I'm not okay, how are you? Whatever. So she's like, how are you? Blah, 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 blah. I tell her that I'm not fine. And then I start crying in my bed, honey. And I sent her VN and my voice is shaking and I'm just like, I can't. I was like, half time, please. I need a second. Put my phone down, went to pee. And then as I got up, I was like, Because yesterday I felt sick, it was nausea, and I had a stomach ache. And cramps. I currently have cramps, and I feel nauseous, but not too bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably on a 5 or 4.5. I have a stomach ache. I wanted to take Citrusoda. Funny enough, I was packing my pill cabinet. I was just going through my pills just to see what's expired, because I like these things are from years ago. Some are more recent than others, and so I'm just checking which pills have expired, so I'm not like hurting myself more than causing more pain than I go through. And so I saw the Citrusoda. I bought it like 2023 because my gynae said, I said something about, I remember I said something about how the pills that I'm taking are messing up my pH balance, something of that don't. And she was like, just try Citrusoda, it might balance your pH balance and your whatever. And so I hadn't taken it since then because I didn't know how to take it. The instructions say take it on an empty stomach. I'm like, at what point will I be able to take it on an empty stomach? First thing in the morning? Then I tried other things and then they worked and then I just forgot about it. So I see it in the cabinet very early on in the year. I'm like, it's expiring next month. I'm like, how sad. Imagine if it expires and I don't get the chance to use it. Because God has jokes sometimes. Now I have to use it. So I'm going to try it. I just ate, I think about an hour ago. I'm going to take the Citrusoda. I was waiting to digest. Because I Googled. Google says you can take it after eating. But I didn't want to take it immediately after eating in case it causes me to throw up or something. So anyway, I'm gonna take Citrusoda and see how that goes. And I'm planning on going to the chemist on Monday. It's a public holiday, so I'm not working. Just to see what I can get. I want to do like a colon cleanse. I wanted to do that during Easter, but I was busy. And obviously, these kinds of things need you to be, you stay put, you stay at home, so you can look after yourself and you don't have any weird emergencies when you're out in public. So yeah, what did I say? Yes, the breakdowns. Oh yeah, so last night I just had it. I was at my breaking point and then I went to my mom crying. My sister came and I was like, I am in pain, I can't do this anymore. She was like, do you want to go to the doctor? I was like, no, the doctor's not going to help me. I need to see a gynae. And gynaes are expensive and I still don't have medical aid. I got a job, but I still don't have medical aid. And consultation fees are expensive. Prescriptions are expensive. I think that's also another reality of living with a chronic illness. There's one endo warrior who said that I did a campaign. Excuse me. Did a campaign in April during Endometriosis Awareness Month. We were talking about like endo is beyond the womb, because like it's not just a reproductive thing. It's not something that you feel down here. It goes beyond that. It's fine. It has financial implications, emotional implications, you know. And so this woman said it goes beyond the womb because she works so hard every day to be able to afford like the maintenance of her health, right? She works so hard to afford the gynae visits, to afford the medication, to afford the surgeries and all of that, because if you don't have medical aid, and even if you do, it's expensive, you know. And yeah, so that's also another thing. But before I explore that option, because I haven't seen my gynae in a long time, um because also holistic methods of healing and traditional, or not traditional, modern medicine like gynaes and doctors don't really go along. So I wanted to give the holistic methods of healing a chance, a fair chance, before resorting back to my old ways. um so yeah, I spoke to my mom and she was like, we'll go to the chemist and we'll see. So there's a colon cleanse thingy that I saw, I googled, from just came home. I'm gonna get that on Monday. I'll take it on Monday. It says 6 to 12 hours. So if I take it very early on Monday morning, then come Tuesday when I go to work, I'll be okay, hopefully. Or I'll take it on Wednesday morning because I'll be at home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll see, depending on how I feel. This has affected me so much to the point where, as you can see, guys, I'm not the bubbly Shoma that you know. I'm not bringing the heat. I'm not bringing the fire. I am constantly in pain. I'm constantly tired. When you are physically in pain for a prolonged amount of time, it takes a toll on you emotionally. It really affects you. And this has affected me so much. I don't know which angle is better, and this chair is annoying me because of the sound it's making. But I hope I'm clear. You can see me, but that's I'm not here for the aesthetics, honestly. So I decided to tie my hair up. Even my braids are so old, guys. Oh, I need to go and change them. See, I haven't had the capacity to even take care of myself to that level, because I'm the type of person who does my hair every month. Put on a little bit of mascara, a little bit. Did a young lip thing just to awaken the inner, you know, just to remind myself that I'm alive. And I said to my boyfriend that, I don't know, people say when you're not queer, the use of the word partner is unfair because it's confusing. So sometimes I'll say partner, sometimes I'll say boyfriend, whatever. I get what the gays are saying, but come on, guys, let us have it also. Anyway, so this morning I was telling him, I was like, I feel like I am dying. I wake up sometimes in the morning and I'm surprised that I'm still around. He's like, don't say that. Of course, I know, like, whenever, like, someone close to you starts to say things like that, obviously, the first thing in your mind is, oh, she might leave me. They might leave me. And so I possibly triggered him in some way. But then he said, don't speak like you know how dying feels like. No one knows what dying feels like except people who have died. But I just think, guys, that's how I feel, though. Like, I feel so, when I say I feel like I'm dying, I feel as though my quality of life has diminished so much to the point where I just don't feel like me anymore. I don't feel like my body is mine anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going around barely coping, and I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm just trying to breathe through it. Been journaling, but not as much as I do, and I journal. Haven't had the capacity for that. Been praying, but you know, I've also, but for the most part, I've been in a lot of stillness and solitude and silence, just to, because I don't know what's going on, and I'm struggling to figure out what it is. So I'm hoping that the colon cleanse will help me with the nausea and the bloating and the constipation. I'm hoping that my my hormones do something, they balance themselves out, they figure it out, and I get my period, and then I can resume, like a semblance of order can be restored, a semblance of normality can be restored, and I can go back to being me the way I know how. Because right now I'm not operating at 100%. I am barely coping, I am barely making it through the day. I'm always in bed. I barely have an appetite because when you're nauseous, what are you gonna eat? Because I've been so bloated and constipated, I just even think I'm not even glowing, hey? Like, I just think I have a lot of toxins in my body and stuff that need to just come out by way of cleansing. So, that's also a thing. My emotional state is just some other story. My mental health, that's it. So, I didn't expect this video to be this long. Actually, I've been meaning to come and speak, but I've just been like, what am I gonna say? And also, how am I gonna say all of these things when I can barely walk down the stairs, getting up the stairs? My mom isn't home. I need to cook because she's gonna come back and she's hungry. And also, I'm like, I should just go and sleep. But then I also have obligations and responsibilities. So I can imagine the end of warriors who have children and bigger responsibilities and how it can just be a lot. So I don't know what you guys are gonna make of this. I just wanted to tell you where I'm at, where my headspace is, where I'm at physically. I'm taking a break. Don't expect a video soon. I'm trying to gather as much energy, as much of a capacity as possible to edit that vlog, get it out to you guys. There's a video that I posted before the vlog. Not too crazy about it. I'll see. Might have to refilm it or just post it. Maybe also I was in my feels a lot, so I was just like doing that whole self critique thing a lot. So we'll see. I'm taking a break. I'm not gonna be on Instagram, I think, for the month of May. I just need to take some time to myself and to nurse myself and to rest and to listen to my body and just to try a bunch of things. I gave myself time, gave my body time to readjust on its own, and it's been struggling. I feel as though it's been failing me. Fine. The natural things haven't been as effective. Fine. Now we have to move on to plan B. Like I said, I'm going to the chemist. I'm gonna try some medication. I want to start taking ginger shots just to boost my ginger intake. I think that'll be less painful than the ginger tea because ginger tea is not even nice. Taste wise, it sucks. One of my friends suggested Sir Juice. I think a ginger aid, ginger grade, something like that. I'll try that. Now, it's all systems go. Like, it's all hands on deck. I'm just trying my best to get back to myself because I can't be like this forever. I can't did it. The last 2 months have been so difficult for me. They have been horrendous in ways unimaginable, in ways inexplicable. So I need to do something to get back to myself. Otherwise, I can't do this forever. It's bad enough I have to deal with endo forever and every single day, but this, no. I'll do what I can. If that doesn't work, I will go to the gynae. Also, while I try and figure out my finances so that I can actually end up going, I will go. But I'm also trying to do something in the meantime. So I'm normal. I can function. I have some sort of functionality. But it's really hard, guys. It gets really, really difficult. I come on here, I make jokes, I post videos, and it seems like, she's fine, she's not. If anything, the past 2 months have reminded me that anything can happen, shit can hit the fan, and it can go from okay to several what the fucks per day, per moment, per minute, taking it a day at a time. I am breathing through it. I mean, when you reach out to people and they reach out to you, you will feel supported. So I'm really grateful for my friends, things. I'm grateful for my support system, my partner, my mom, my sister. Because also, to some extent, they don't really get it, but they're trying. And I think that it feels nice to know that someone is there. I'll be okay. I'll come back as soon as I can. Take care of yourselves. I'm trying to take care of myself to the best of my ability. The weather in Joburg hasn't been helping. It has been so cold. It's giving Iceland, Antarctica. Like, the sun just came out today. Ever since Tuesday, it has been scary outside. So, yeah, guys, that's me. So if you see me quiet, I'm literally fighting for my life. The nausea is back. I know. So I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go take a bath. I'm gonna start cooking. Probably not even gonna eat the food I'm cooking because, like I said, I feel really, really nauseous. Nausea, currently, cramps, fatigue. Because also when your body's going through a lot, you will be really exhausted. But anyway, pray for me as I pray for myself, child. But yeah, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. This has been like almost 40 minutes of me going on and on and on and on and on. You're a real one if you stayed up until the end. Don't forget to like the video. I couldn't even do my intro, guys. Like, can you see that I'm very unwell? I'm not okay. Anyway, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. If there is, I might make another video. If you guys are lucky, if I'm lucky enough to read. Like I said, I've been dragging myself across whatever. Anyway, love you. See you in the next one.